I'd like to start the speech by saying thank you to whichever member of ISH staff had enough faith in me to one last time meet a deadline. It's an honor that I'm allowed to stand here today and reminisce about the times we've all had together and to celebrate our futures ahead. Before I begin with this shortened version of the story of my time at ISH, I want to make a quick disclaimer to the people sitting behind me that if you don't laugh when I'm trying to be funny, you lose your deposit. There's a picture somewhere of me crying in my dad's arms on the playground of ISH's first primary school. Sad and scared. On that same day, my first day at ISH, we all got a balloon, similar to this one, with the intention of releasing it with a card attached to it that read our nationality and our names. If I remember correctly, the aim was to share our international backgrounds with whoever were to find the balloon. You see, I feel very at home in this community. ISH is basically my second home. I'm not sure if many people know this, but myself and a few others, Munash, Skander, Dimi, and Yoka, to name some, have been at ISH since reception. We're 14 years later now, and I've watched students, teachers, and the school grow endlessly. Gradually over the years, the school moved buildings and added flag after flag of achievements to the entrance outside. My time at ISH, despite what I may have said in the past, has thus far been the best years of my life. Granted, I've only had about 4 years of life outside of ISH, and I don't remember much of those years, but I know when I look back, I'll miss every second, both good and bad. Every year has made its own stamp in the history of ISH, from year 7, when we had the Olympics Day, when Pablo bravely survived a serious knee injury, to the time our year stood united and took the blame for drawing on the picnic tables in year 8, and we spent an afternoon cleaning them. From our infamous year 9 drama musical productions, to watching the World Cup together in Ameland in year 10, to Apprentice in year 11 when they took some of the pressure of the transition from MYP to IB off of us, to year 12 when we all got to enjoy Group 4 collectively at the end of the year. Year 13 was something else. For me, it was the year that I took part in my last ISST, where we represented the ISH varsity girls football team in London, and we came second. And also my last meet in ISH, where I was part of the BOD and a family was formed. It was the year that I realized that all the time I'd been wishing away, hoping we'd reach the end of high school, was actually gone, and that maybe I didn't want it to end quite as soon as I thought. I think we can all agree it was the year that we got closer. Apart from maybe one hiccup that caused a little bit of a discussion, also known as the biggest argument of our year, dividing us into what can be labeled as Team Gerso and Team Mallorca. But after a Tony-worthy production based on this event performed by Daniel, Riva, Tolga, Severin, and Altai, we got closer over this dispute, and now we can laugh about it. Our year is a body of incredible students. Our peers, friends, family outperform most people's expectations every day. Take Annalise, who, despite her gluten, lactose, and fructose intolerance, is still one of the, if not the best baker I know. Or Luca, who trekked through and survived IB with, I'm pretty sure, a 2-year cast, I just came to find out it was actually a brace, around her ankle. Not to forget Leanne and Romy, who with only a few months of practice ran half a marathon. And Kevin, Ira, and Lucas, who leave tomorrow to start their adventure after being offered a scholarship to play football, well, I guess soccer now, at the University of Portland. We've Nathaniel, who builds and flies his own drones, and Isabel, who swam an unreal amount of hours each week, and still managed to achieve amazing grades. There's Anna, who will be studying at the University of Oxford next year, and well, who can forget Mariana, 2-time consecutive SG climb in 2016. I've lost my page. Oh, here. And then there's Lewis. Sorry to expose you, Lewis, who memorized a Rubik's Cube scramble for when he dressed up as a Rubik's Cube nerd in the theme of I Fail IB during Stunt Week, and pretended to be able to solve it in under 17 seconds. But in all seriousness, he did receive 3 medicine offers, which is definitely something to be proud of. I'm proud every day to be part of this school. With the weight of about 15 books off of my shoulders, I'm excited to walk down these halls, a little older for the last time, but also sad to say goodbye to these amazing people behind me that I've been surrounded by for the past years. Although I'm used to running out of time to procrastinate, as many teachers will know, it's never quite felt this surreal, because the next time I'm set out to meet a deadline, it won't be marked in my manage-back calendar. I'll probably be expected to keep track of it in my own agenda. Hopefully, setting reminders in my phone doesn't take up too much space because I'm pretty sure for the last 137 weeks, I've been getting reminders that I need to upgrade my storage. I always saw IB as a finish line, that everything I produced was building up to this point, to yesterday. I thought whatever happened yesterday would tell me how I did, but now it's today, and I realized there's no such thing as a finish line. What my diploma says, or what any of your diplomas said, it doesn't necessarily define you. It doesn't mean you just get to stop and accept whatever you feel the numbers say about you. We have our futures ahead of us now, and one day they're going to be our yesterdays too. So work your hardest every day, and make sure you never let yourself believe that this is it. That you've reached the finish line and that there's nothing you can do anymore, because you're always going to keep growing as a person, both literally, Kaya, and figuratively. My time at Ish taught me so much. Not only did I have 700 flashcards for bio memorized, and can I recite Newton's first, second, and third law in my sleep, I learned things like what it means to be a true friend, and when I should put happiness in front of schoolwork. I learned how to resolve conflicts, like, as some of you may remember, which pizza place we should order from during Munich. You get Mr. Butcher involved. No, I'm kidding. I learned how to deal with rejection and when to turn to someone for help. And I learned that you can't expect to achieve your goals without putting in the effort. Similarly, I learned that you should be proud of all the hard work you put into your goals, even if you don't achieve them. So, believe it or not, contrary to popular beliefs, I didn't just learn the definition of verisimilitude. Some of us know what we want to do with our lives. A lot of us don't. Some of us have absolutely no idea what we want to do now, and especially now that we no longer have the 5th of July to wait for. But that's what's so great about the world. I've watched people's dreams be crushed in front of their eyes, and then I watch them get back up and dream bigger. Watch them get up, and I watch them be okay again. I'm excited for my future, excited to be rejected again so I can go out and find new goals. I'm excited to watch all of you guys do the same. We live in the ages of Facebook where it's not creepy if I know that someone I hardly talk to changed their life path from studying engineering to pursuing a degree in law in a few years. So keep your Facebook updated because I'm looking forward to watching everyone grow and succeed. A friend of mine who applied to Oxford without telling anyone because he was afraid people would find out if he didn't make it, once told me, if you never shoot, you can't score. Pretty sure he didn't come up with that one, but we'll quote him anyways. It reminded me of one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. I want that to be something we take away from our time at Ish. We survived one of, and if you believe any IB student, which you should, the hardest high school program, and we've proudly earned the right to endlessly complain about all the months of hard work that we went through. We gained the platinum right in the form of a diploma, the almighty title that licenses us to say, you've still got it easy, just wait till you're 13. So what have we got to lose? After all, we have our high school diploma in the pocket. Now we're looking at a near future of the best years of our life. So don't be afraid to shoot. As Yoda once put it, that is why you will fail. Today marks the day where, if you haven't already, all of us should take the leap and shoot so we can start scoring. After today, there will no doubt be another picture of me crying by the steps outside Ish's new building with my dad, similar to the one I have for my first day at Ish. But this time I won't be sad or scared. This time I'll be happy and excited because the faces I can see right now, or well, I can't really see, but the faces I can sort of see right now have the capability to change the world. And I'm more than ready for the day that I see one of you on TV and I can turn to my college roommate and say, hey, I went to school with them. Today we'll walk out these doors, and I mean this in the most positive way. We'll have to learn about life past these walls. I'm going to go grab that microphone now. So the balloon that I'm holding right now, it reads Class of 2017, International School of The Hague. It's the 6th of July now. We're at graduation. Congratulations, Class of 2017. It's officially over. And to quote Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose.
gentlemen, Valentina. Yesterday we had the end of year assembly, and we have awards and special awards, and we'd like to recognise some people in year 13 tonight as well. I'd like to call up the Deputy Head Pastoral for the Upper School, Mr. Robert Verloop, who's going to present the ECIS Award. Mr. Verloop.